Hey everyone, welcome to another video on the channel, and in today's video I want to talk about why extra credits failed as a program for Wizard101. Now, in case you guys don't know what extra credits is, it's essentially the content creator program for Wizard101. Every game nowadays kind of has this kind of system going for it, and actually I posted a video about this a couple of years ago that Spark originally saw and was like, yo, we're gonna work on a program, and then that's kind of how the whole extra credit program came to be a thing. Now, obviously, with recent events, a lot of people are kind of concerned about the program and how it's going to be ran, because in case you don't know, Spark ran the entire extra credits program, but he's essentially going to be getting fired here from KI. Right, so who is going to run the program now? Who is going to be the new community manager? We don't know, but generally the idea of having a creator program for Wiz is a good thing because, like I said, every other game out there in the world has it essentially. Okay, so now that we know extra credits and where it came from and who runs it, let's talk a little more about the program itself and the people in it. So the people in the extra credit program, a lot of them, I'm going to be honest, not going to name names, but a lot of them who are in the program also shit talk the program. Now, again, not gonna name names here, but they kind of do it because a lot of it is just kind of a joke, and you know, the guy running it, even before this whole thing happened about Spark, a lot of us could just kind of tell like this program just doesn't make any sense. There's no consistency. People are getting kicked when they shouldn't. Their rewards aren't good. People are in there when they shouldn't be in there. There's a lot of examples I could list there as well. I'm not going to get into too many details on that in this video. In one instance, I saw somebody who literally made like one video and had like 10 subscribers, I think, or something. Again, no shade towards this individual, but someone just getting in the program that easily is just kind of odd, because again, when you look at other games in the market, it's like a lot of these people are the biggest people, right, that are in the creator program. Now, it's good to have more small people in the program. I'm not saying there shouldn't be, but looking through the roster of the extra credits, Discord and whatnot, most of the people in there probably shouldn't be in there. The rest of the things I'm going to talk about in the video are going to be things that the people in the program actually complain about, and some things that are just very flawed within the program and led to its downfall. So the first thing is there's no exclusivity aside from the cool badge you get. Basically, it's like a different badge. It's like the green name or whatever, the professor's assistant. I have it on my storm. Really cool. It's definitely the highlight of the program for most people. That's what they look forward to when they want to join extra credits or they get into the program, right? So that part is really good. They hit the nail on the mark, I guess you could say there. But aside from that, they don't really have anything going for them. You know, like KI doesn't really work with them to like market things or put it out. Recently, we had the content creators, myself, I think Almond, Sauce, and the boar guy, the corn boar, I believe. We all got a bunch of teasers for the Selenopolis update, which was great, by the way. They need to do way more stuff like that. That was great. So much hype in the community. Had a great time with that. Anyways, my point is, this stuff should go exclusively to extra credit members, and me, for example, I'm not in extra credits. Should I be? Yeah, probably, but I'm not. So in my opinion, they should have exclusive leaks and stuff like that for the creators in the program. Also, I really think the rewards need to be better as well in the program. Like, I think maybe I was in there for like what, 8 months, I want to say, around that ballpark, and I got one or two cool things that I might have wanted, like it's, you know, kind of mid. And yeah, I mean, it's just not really worth the amount of like work you have to put into it, right? And as someone who actually gets paid, you know, for making my content on YouTube and Twitch, quite a decent amount, mind you, I see some of these ideas that they put out, and it's like, there's no way I can make this into content that people are going to want to watch. So speaking from experience here, it's very hard for me to justify when to put a video out for the program. I still got the mail, mind you, right? Like, I think I missed like a month or two in the entire program, which you have to miss 3 months, I believe, to get kicked. The next topic I want to talk about is going to be the saturation of the content market, I suppose. It's basically like if you give 50 people the same video, after a while, or I guess after the first time you watch the video, it's probably going to get a bit boring, right? So let's say we all have to make a video talking about the, I don't know, this new pet they added in the crown shop, right? So let's say everyone in the creator space makes a video about that pet. Like, the people who are consuming the content are going to be like, dude, what the hell is this? And you could definitely see that reflect in like the views and the numbers on the analytics. And, you know, logically it makes sense. Like, why would someone want to keep watching the same thing from, you know, different creators, 50 of them? Like, it's just not gonna work. It's a recipe for disaster. So what I think a better idea would have been here is to probably, you know, make the program smaller and give each person a different objective for a month. That would be a lot more work for the person running the program. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to say there's a lot more detail I could go into about things, but I obviously don't want any like drama or beef with anybody. But how can they make extra credits worth it, right? As someone who's been in the program and what I hear and what I see from that server as well, how can they make it better? And like I said just a second ago, I really think the first thing they should do is shrink down the program, because I think 50 people is way too much to just have in there. It doesn't make it as special, and it's also very difficult to run, right? Obviously, we had Spark running it, which didn't help the case. But even if you have someone really competent running it, still 50 people is a lot. You cut that down to 20 and you're going to be doing it a lot better. Then on top of that, I think everyone should not be expected to post the same thing every month. Like I said, if, you know, every creator is making the same video in a month, the community really isn't going to be vibing with that. I also think extra credit members should get exclusive, you know, teasers and stuff like that, right? They should be the people that KI goes to work on that. And also, as someone who's been in the program and what I hear, like I said, by the sounds of it, there really doesn't feel, you don't feel like you're part of anything, really. Like, you still just feel like a player. It's like, oh, I'm in this cool, super fancy extra credit program, but like, I still don't know shit about the game, you know? It's just kind of silly. For example, right, there's more value in talking to a dev within the PvP Discord or just DMing a dev on the Discord than there is getting information out of the extra credit program, which I think is wrong. And then on top of that, they obviously could pay the creators actually as well, because, you know, some people do this for a living, right? Obviously, there's only like a couple people who have been able to in the history of Wiz, but the Wiz could just even pay out just like a little bit for putting your time in, right? And if they don't want to do that, that's fine. I completely understand. But if you're not going to do that, maybe give us a free membership, some crowns, maybe give us like something we ask for in the game. Like, hey, next month, I want the Valor Sword. Can you get this for me for my extra credit thing? You know, something like that. Make it worth it to be in the program, because what it's been is you do this work, it doesn't really help your channel because, you know, it's all saturated. And then you just learn nothing from being in the program. You don't have any exclusive information, which, again, I don't really feel like I'm part of anything then anymore. And on top of that, it's like I've gained the status, I guess, to be in this program, but like I don't get anything for it. I'm not getting anything I want from the game. I'm not getting crowns. I'm not getting a membership. It's just like, what's the point? I also think a good idea for shrinking down the number is simply just by raising the standards, you know what I mean? Like, maybe have it be like, I don't know, like 1,000+ subs on like YouTube or Twitch or something, or 2K+, I don't know. That's a good way you could probably organize things, because typically this isn't always the case, but people who have a lot more credibility in the community aren't really going to screw you over. We can look at that whole scam crown situation from a year ago, right? A smaller creator basically ruined the entire program because we used to get crowns, but he ruined the entire program for everybody by essentially exploiting the crowns because he didn't have any credibility for his name, because we're taking too many people into the program that we cannot trust, right? So that's the issue. But anyways, that's my little extra credit rant video talking about how it can get better and why it failed. Let me know your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments below, guys. What do you think about it? And if you are in extra credits as well, feel free to leave your opinions down there in the comments below, because then again, right, I said this when I was in the program, I say this now, just because you're part of something that shouldn't mean you can't speak out. Like you have a voice as a creator, you know what I mean? So let me know your thoughts and feedback in the comments below. I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and take care.